Hi, this is Sherry Veronica, and with me today is Patricia Benedict. And we did a blog yesterday where it talked about the court martial. He was stationed and situated in the Holetown area at that time. We know that these people move around, but yeah, his name is Ervan Small. And when that blog went up on YouTube, there were a lot of comments, and Patricia thinks that she should respond to the comments. So, to give clarification, Patricia?
Yes, thank you, Miss Veronica.
You're welcome.
I've seen the comments. One person saying, "Why don't if I am a lawyer that I should get why should do I need the charge sheet? If I am a lawyer? No, I am not a lawyer, but I am the one representing myself. Although allegedly he was charged, and I would use the word allegedly because it has not been proven to me yet. So usually when they charge you, the prosecutor represents you. But I do not want the state to represent me because of the level of corruption of the prosecutors. So I took it upon myself to represent myself. So I am entitled to the charge sheet or the disclosure or whatever you want to call it. Now, Urban Small, when I didn't approach, when I went to Massey, I saw Urban Small near Massey, and I only asked him a question. Now, what I want to clarify on in the statement when it says the amount of feet I was away from him, I went to clarify that with the police, the Red Stripe people, because the distance was wrong in my statement, and I want to clarify that. The statement is made the 24th of May, 2022. For months, I tried to clarify the distance, and they refused. And up to this day, the July 2023, it still have not been rectified. So this is the kind of lawlessness I had to go through. Now, coming to the magistrate, I had my doubts if he was charged or not. I asked the magistrate several times, and he refused to cooperate. They didn't show me no documents. They made me came to court, but they never showed me any documents that he was charged. So when I asked him several times, he refused to answer, cooperate with me. It's only when I had to email the Prime Minister and the AG, and they sent people to monitor the proceedings, is then Magistrate Wayne Clark said to me, and when I told them before the government that I was bringing documents for him to sign to have the matter in court with Urban Small, because since he's not cooperating and he didn't tell me if he was charged or not, I prepared some documents for him to sign so that he would present himself to court. So when he saw the people observing him, and I gave him the documents, give the clerk the documents to hand to him, he hesitated. And he says to me, it will be double jeopardy. And I said, why? He said, but he has already been charged. But I said to him, I asked you when he was charged, you all weren't being cooperative with me. It's only when the government sent people to monitor you now speaking to me. So he never told me. So when he saw the people, then he told me, he can't sign the documents. It could be double jeopardy, because he already charged. So I asked him, when was he charged? So PC 1008 told me it was sometime the same day or the next day. And I said to him, you lie. Because I only did the statement. When I did the statement was done on the 24th. It was stamped on the 28th. And I asked it was Sergeant Thompson at that time, if he was charged. And he had told me no. So then again, they lied to me in a court.
So what is what? Okay, yeah. What is it you really want to clarify? Because
this is what I want to clarify with people too. This is what I would clarify with people, because they're saying I don't need I don't need the charge to see the charge sheet if I'm a lawyer. No, I'm representing myself. So
you're not a lawyer, but if you're representing yourself, you should see the law,
Yes.
the sheet, because you are representing yourself, and you need to see everything that's going on. So you still need it,
Yes.
even though you're not.
And not only that, and not only that too, they had refused to tell me if he was charged or not. So hence the reason I prepared documents to have him come to
Yeah, but okay,
So
but based on the comments, because that's what you said, based on the comments, you need to clarify. Okay, so what exactly are you clarifying?
I am just clarifying, and they said that Marcy has cameras. But Marcy, the red stripe work for Marcy. And that day when the incident happened, a red stripe was working. He came out and spoke to Small and never came to me. I told Mr. Williams about it. Then Ervan Small knew the people at Marcy. He went inside and never, I don't know if he came out through the back. I was outside for an hour or so. He never came from the front. So who to say that they still have the evidence?
Right.
It's a lot of things people do not know, and I will open people's eyes on the amount of. So now Ervan Small probably is going to church. I see goes to church on Sundays. So he doesn't want. He even I tell somebody, oh, I don't know what it's supposed to be. He said, oh, tell her don't put me, don't put me in the media or anywhere. I don't know what it was supposed to be.
Who did he say that to? Who did Ervan say that to?
Somebody. I'm not going to mention names, right? Somebody. But I briefed Mr. Williams about it. I don't want to go into details because I don't want to put the person into any trouble.
Okay.
So you see, they know they have a family. They know they go to church. They're Christians or whatever. Allegedly they are. Do not get yourselves in nonsense. So I have to clarify that because Mr. Wayne Clark refused to tell me if he was charged or not. So this is very important.
So you're clarifying that you did not know whether he was charged or not. So that's why you asked. That's why you approached him.
I still do not know.
So okay, because for me, I'm talking to you, but it's still not clarified. So you're saying, okay, the gist of this whole thing is, why did you approach him outside of Massey? Why?
No, I didn't approach him. I was going to Massey supermarket. He was talking to somebody. I didn't even go near him. I just shouted, Mr. Ervan Small, did you serve PC-76 Jason Leacock? The cameras, if they still have the evidence don't lie, and the evidence will show you
right. We're not talking about the cameras. Okay, so you were at Massey and you saw him and you shut it over and asked him about him serving someone, and that's how the whole altercation occurred. Okay,
he went inside. He actually went inside, and then came back out. And approached me. So it wasn't intimidation or going after him every minute. All I did was ask him, and I was far away from him. And I only came from home, and I saw him when I was outside Marcy, and I just asked him a question. I was nowhere near him. I wasn't following him around. He went into the supermarket and came back out.
And you're saying he went into the supermarket, came back out and approached you.
Yes, immediately he went in and then came back out.
And approached you. You have to add that on. That's important.
Yes. Okay. He approached me and then tried scuffling my phone from me. We were actually scuffling for my phone. When he wasn't successful, he just lifted me up.
Okay.
Everybody started screaming.
Okay.
And people were saying that if this woman do not have any brothers, for a man to be did that to him. The WWE, how people these do.
Yeah. So approximately, how much do you weigh?
About 140, 50.
Okay. Because picking you up is not, I mean, it's not as though you're 100 pounds that you can just pick up and throw. So he's pretty strong. He's a pretty strong dude then.
He probably pretty strong.
Okay.
People started screaming.
Right.
And the guy that was moonlighting, the red stripe that was moonlighting, saw everything. And he only came to speak to him, and they walked back in together. And
Okay.
you understand me? And then he stayed at mass inside there. So I don't know if they were trying to, I don't know what they did, if they got rid of the tape or whatever. Because I told Mr. Williams the same time to make sure that they don't get rid of it.
Okay.
Because the red stripe works for mercy.
Okay. Okay. So do you think you've clarified everything you wanted to clarify, because it's going on to?
Yes. Oh yes, I have, and then I will speak more about him.
Okay.
On another incident.
Yeah, that'd be part 2 on. Yeah, but you just came on to make some clarifications based on the comments that were being made under the blog that I put up about small today. Okay. Okay.
Yes, please.
Thank you, Patricia. This is Veronica, Naked Departure Radio.